Hi, welcome to the Holly Jolly Life. Thank you so much for joining me in my humble home kitchen today. Today I'm going to be making a recipe that everybody always requests at family get-togethers. It's called Sweetie Pie's Mac and Cheese, and I found this recipe on food.com. I got the paper copy of it. We're going to need 1 pound cooked elbow macaroni or shells like I have here. We're going to need 1 cup whole milk, 2 12-ounce cans of evaporated milk, like this, 2 of these. Okay. We are going to need 3 eggs. It says 2 tablespoons sour cream. I do a half a cup. Yeah, I only do 1 stick of butter. 1 pound of Velveeta cheese. And then I use 1.5 pounds of Colby Jack cheese. So that is 2.5 pounds of cheese going into this recipe. Okay, I'm just saying. Plus 1 to 1.5 cups of cheese for the top. It's a lot of cheese. The first step that we're going to do is we are going to shred the Velveeta cheese. You can grate it with a handheld grater or use your grating blade of your food processor. And I'm going to use a food processor because that is what is easiest for me. What you could do is just cut it up in tiny little cubes. You want your cubes to be about like this. So if you can cut it up in small cubes like that, then you're good to go. This is what I'm going to be using. It's H-E-B brand. Can you tell we shop at H-E-B a lot? It's my favorite store. So I've shredded the cheese. This is 1 pound of shredded Velveeta. 16-ounce package of pasta. You can use elbow noodles or whatever your preferred kind of pasta is. This says to boil it for 7 to 8 minutes. It says to put it in the pot, and whenever it returns to boil, let it go for 7 to 8 minutes. I'm going to put it in the pot and go for 6 minutes. That's going to be a little bit underdone, and the reason I'm going to do that is because this is going to bake in the oven for 30 minutes, and we don't want our pasta overdone. You know how canned pasta has the overdone texture? Yeah, we don't want that. We want it to taste like we just made macaroni. We're just going to cut the butter like so. The butter's cut up. That's how you want it. Okay, so I got the butter and the noodles in the pan that I'm going to be using. Now we're going to mix up the 3 eggs. We're going to add half a cup of sour cream. Half a cup of sour cream to these eggs. We're going to mix this up real good. That's how you want it to look. Okay. I added 1 cup of milk to this. Just 1 cup of regular milk. Okay, mix that in. Only 1 can of evaporated milk will fit in here. So I'm going to have to just do the other one in a minute. It's time to add our cheese. This is 2.5 pounds of cheese, and it is heavy. My hands are clean. Just going to make sure that all that Velveeta at the bottom, or whatever you want to call that kind of easy melt cheese, is mixed in. We're just dumping it all in here. Okay. We want this to be incorporated really well. It's going to give us some really creamy cheese pockets. Here's the good part. Make sure we get every little last bit. Pour it in. Mix it up. Sweetie Pie's Mac and Cheese. The next step, I'm just pushing it down to make sure that all the noodles are in the sauce. So it all bakes nicely. Looks like it's pretty, we want it to be pretty even with the cheese spread out throughout. This is a huge roasting pan. This will overflow pretty much. It will definitely be too big for a 9x13, and it will overflow even sometimes. Just get to the very, very tippy top of an 11x15 pan. So you gotta have a big pan for this one. And we just sprinkle 1.5 cups of Colby Jack on top. There we go, and it's ready to go in the oven. 30 minutes. One more important thing. I've got this one in a double. Take it out and set it in a baking pan like this. But whenever I deliver it to the house I'm taking it to, I'm gonna stick it down inside that pan so they don't have to worry about giving anything back. The mac and cheese just came out of the oven and it looks amazing and it smells so good. Cheese overload. Look at that. Oh my goodness. The macaroni and cheese baked at 350 for 30 minutes came out smelling amazing. Oh my goodness, would you look at that? It's perfect. Thank you so much for watching the Holly Jolly Live. Thank you for letting me show you how I make my macaroni and cheese. If you made it to the end of this video, thank you for watching my channel. I ask that you subscribe if you haven't already. I'm very humbled by the amount of you that have subscribed so far. And thank you for letting me share this special recipe with you. And see you next time on Holly Jolly Life.